What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Next Gen Madden 25 video on my PS4. Please do me a favor, take a moment, hit the like button for me, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Criticism in the comment section. As always, run over to Twitter, give me a follow, my username, Shutdown Safety, playing this for you at speed. I want to talk about some pocket pressure issues, some defensive linemen, some linebacker issues here, and I'm not so concerned about how they happened, but what they let accomplish in terms of a completed pass. So this is a Browns game. You see Jason Campbell here as the quarterback, and I just want you to note the two closest defenders to him and how this actually plays out, because these are things that I really don't understand how they continue to plague this game and really damage gameplay when you go back and look at replays, when some of this stuff is just so noticeable as you play the game out. First thing I want to talk about, Ricky Jean Francois here on Greco, and just notice how he's trying to pursue, but not to the quarterback. And I'm not exactly sure, once he switches over to the center here, what this is. What type of animation is occurring here? It's definitely not a block. I mean, you can see he's basically just being held on the hip. He's not even running toward the quarterback is the most concerning thing. If you look at the angle at which he's running here, it is not to pressure the quarterback. It's almost as if he's just stuck to Yout and runs upfield with him. The other thing I want to talk about, probably the most damaging here, is going to be my blitzing linebacker Johnson and Fragel back here as they go through, and Fragel kind of pushes him out. And then you have the typical situation where the linebacker is going to be more athletic, more agile. He's going to try to cut up under and make the blocker pretty much over pursue him and try to fight back into the play. And he does this by utilizing a little spin move. And you can see there Campbell has his back turned to Johnson. This really opens up a situation where you don't even have to go in for a sack, but rush a pass, make something happen. But look what the game does in order to achieve the pass coming off. It just shifts number 78 right back through. It completely nullifies what is going on in terms of the interactions of them actually having a win-loss, and puts Fragel right back in front of Johnson to completely nullify him from the play. Now, the bad thing about this is I actually don't mind what happens on this completed pass as we go over to Pettigrew. He basically comes off this chip, runs out into the flat, cuts up. You can see Jarrell Freeman in the background, number 50, kind of does a stutter there, and then leaves Pettigrew wide open. The other thing I want to talk about back here, Captain Mullerland does a great job of reacting to this. You can see the ball gets thrown. He breaks off his coverage of Greg Little, goes right to the defender, or right to the receiver rather, and helps make a tackle. But, you know, all that good stuff is really nullified by what's going back on here with the line interactions. And you can just see, just playing this at speed from Campbell's perspective one final time, look at how eye-catching this stuff is in terms of, you know, the shift forward and also kind of that floating that Francois does. Love to know your guys' opinions on this. Appreciate you checking out the video. I'll be back in the week with more content.